You see the graph here that we've ended the previous video with. There was one particular price that I skipped last time. So I'm going to draw that line. That's this price level here. I'm going to in this video, I'm just going to talk about that particular price level. First, let me draw that line. So that's the line. I don't think I'll call it a particular P with a particular label because this is the only one that I'm going to talk about in this video. So we said MR equals MC. Of course, that horizontal line is MR. MC, you can see where the MC curve is. It's the yellow curve is the MC curve. So you've got two candidates where the MR curve, which is right here, hits the MC curve. This is one candidate, and this is the other candidate. So one candidate is 0, and the other candidate is here. Let's analyze the second one first, this one here. Does it pass the shutdown rule? Price versus average variable cost. Well, average variable cost is here. So price is bigger than average variable cost, so this passes the shutdown rule. So this one's okay. How about 0? Well, at 0, the average variable cost curve and the price curve are equal to each other. See, the average variable cost curve comes in like this, and the price line is this one. And so they're equal at 0. So the question is, what do you do in this case? When they're equal, before we said, well, the firm is indifferent between shutting down and producing. But now we have a situation where, sure, the firm is indifferent between shutting down and producing at one point, but at the other point, the firm isn't indifferent between shutting down and producing. It really wants to produce. What I want to prove to you is that at this price level, 0 is not where you want to go. You definitely want to go to here. You don't want to go to 0. Okay, let's see why. So here are your choices. One choice is Q equals 0. If Q is equals 0, then profit is minus fixed cost. You know that for sure. So we need to compare that to what happens at this point. I don't know what I should call this point. Maybe Q hat. So at Q hat, what happens? Well, at Q hat, we know the price is bigger than average variable cost. I'll pause for you to see that again. Average variable cost is that U-shaped thing, and it's bigger than price at Q hat. Price is the same as average revenue. Multiply both sides by Q. Okay, I claim that average revenue times Q is total revenue, and average variable cost times Q is variable cost. Okay, that's just remember the definition of average revenue is total revenue divided by quantity. So if you multiply both sides by Q, you get AR times Q equals TR, which is what I used. And then the definition of average variable cost is variable cost divided by quantity. Multiply both of those sides by Q, and you get ABC times Q equals VC, and that's what I used. So what is profit at Q hat? So profit is total revenue minus variable cost minus fixed cost. Since TR is bigger than VC, this is a positive number. So profit is minus fixed cost plus a positive number. If you compare that to profit being minus fixed cost, clearly it's better to have profit being minus fixed cost plus a positive number than just to have profit being minus fixed cost. So this is a no-go, and this is what you want to do. So you want to produce at Q hat So the really thick red lines that I drew before were correct, even at this particular price that I've been talking about in this video. You don't want to produce at 0. You do want to produce at Q hat.